So this comedian Dave Smith has gone viral with his tweet, and he basically put into words very articulately, very simple, very succinctly, exactly what a lot of us were kind of thinking but never really put into words. And it went viral, and it's freaking so true. And he talks about how why the progressive elites are so hated. Okay, so basically he says the Martha Vineyards thing might be the best and clearest example of what so many of us have been talking about for years. The progressive elites advocate for policies that they never have to suffer the consequences of. And the one time they do, it ends quickly. And then he goes on to say, they are against building a wall, but they live in gated communities. They are for gun control, but they have armed security. They support mask mandates, but only their servants wear them at parties. They destroy public education, but they send their kids to elite private schools. And he goes on, there are too many examples like this to list them off, Smith said. And it's not just that they advocate for these policies, but that they demonize in the most vicious ways anyone who dares oppose them. That this is why the elites are so rightfully hated in our society. I mean, that's so true, and it's so simply put, so articulate, and packs a mean punch, and that's the reason why it went viral. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. It's like they have all these policies that they don't have to suffer the consequences of. And it's like, are these people considered leaders? Like, what is a leader? A leader is someone who leads by example. They practice what they preach. They say, this is what you need to do because this is what I do. Let me show you how to do it. They don't say, oh, you do this, do as I say, not as I do. That's not a leader. A leader doesn't act like that. Doesn't say, do as I say, not as I do. They say, do as I do. Because the things that they do, their actions, prove that they are doing the right thing, and you follow, having the people follow their actions shows that they are true leaders. But they are not true leaders because they don't do that. They don't care about the people. They only care about themselves. It's selfishness. I mean, if they're not leaders, then what are they? They're freaking con artists. Okay, that's what con artists do. Con artists, cult leaders. They're like, I get to do what I want to do. I get to have all the money. You work hard. You give me half your money. You follow all these policies. You inject yourself with who knows what. You put a chip in your brain so we can know everything that's going on in your mind. We connect it to the cloud, and we have 100% access to what your body's doing. Put a kill switch in everybody's car so we can have control and just stop anybody whenever we want. If they don't have a high enough credit score, social credit score, we could just not allow them to drive. Make all the money digital, so we have 100% control of every single penny that somebody has. If you find a penny on the ground, we want a piece of it. Hey. So they want 100% control. They're con artists. They're freaking con artists. That's exactly what they are. They're not leaders. And we need leaders. We need people who don't say, do as I say, not as I do. We need leaders who lead by example. Who say, you only have to do the things that I'm willing to do. You only have to suffer through the things that I'm willing to suffer through. Not, I get, the best the world has to offer, and you guys have to suffer the consequences of what we want. That's a con artist. That's a cult leader. People who believe it are cult members. People who believe what these people are saying are cult members, are freaking marks. That's what they are. The people that follow along and agree to whatever all these people are saying, they're marks. They're freaking cult members. Okay? Because they don't have to suffer the consequences of what we have to suffer through. I mean, it's like, you know, taking all the U.S. trash, electronic trash, clothing trash, and take it to freaking Africa. Now the people that living in Africa have to suffer because of everybody in the West, of our policies, of our trash. It's like, you here, we'll get to use this stuff and have fun with it, and you guys take the trash. You guys deal with the consequences of all this trash that we create. Doesn't make any sense. It's like wiping your hands clean after you use and abuse something, and then just wiping your hand clean of it, not having to deal with the consequences. That's what they want. They don't want to have to deal with the consequences, and that's what's going on. And as Dave Smith, the comedian, said, that's why they are so hated. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that our so-called leaders, the so-called elite, are actual leaders? Or do you think they're just con artists that don't have to suffer through the consequences of the policies that they create? Taking away people's weapons so they can't defend themselves, and then allowing criminals to basically go free, you know, to commit more crimes. I mean, it happens every single day. But these people, you know, these so-called leaders, so-called elite, don't have to deal with the problems of, you know, releasing all of these criminals back into the public. They don't have to deal with it. So they don't care. They put the consequences on us. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Peace.